Do you realize that your life was stolen from you? Do you realize that your life was stolen from you? That was the question I had to ask myself. I woke up one day and I kind of knew things had to change, because I looked in the mirror and, well, not literally in the mirror, but I kind of realized that this is not the life I want to live. And it was... I don't want to judge anyone here, but we are using that smartphone far too much. And that's only one part of it. Emails is another large part of it. It's so easy to reach us. That's what eating away on our freedom. And I knew it had to change. So what I did was I started to delete apps on my smartphone. Facebook was the first one to go, and then the emails, and I just kept going. Now I use my smartphone for watching YouTube videos, which I enjoy. So it's kind of a very small TV for me. But I don't bring my smartphone around with me. I usually leave it at home and I don't miss it. And the next thing I know I have to change is the thing with all the emails. So I'm moving towards checking the emails only once a week, and I'm going to move on to only once every second week. The companies back in the old days, they went mining for gold and silver and diamonds. Now they are mining for information in your home, in your private life, and they want to know everything about you. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think it's good to let a handful of very powerful companies know everything about us. There's just something about that makes me uneasy. Two things that made me change, that made me realize this has to change. The first one, and I must admit, I'm shameful for saying it, but it was my son. He said, "Why are you always looking at that smartphone?" And then, I think a year or two later, I was in a school meeting, And I had started to wake up by then, and I had started to wake up and realize that, I mean, this is so obvious. We need to prevent our kids from becoming, addicts to smartphone use and apps and so on. And so I raised my hand and I said, why don't we all agree on some limits? So they can play, so that let's say they can play computer games for like 1 hour a day after homework. And let's at least respect those age restrictions on when you can start using, Facebook and so on. Apart from the teachers, I got no support at all for saying that. The other parents, they were quite okay with leaving their kids in front of a computer screen all day. That was the impression. Maybe there was a few exceptions, but they didn't raise their voices. That's when I woke up. And it really made me sick, because also guess what the first thing these people did after the meeting was over, and they had, they went outside and up with the smartphone, checking Facebook status. And I was standing there. By that time, I was getting used to the fact that in social settings, I'm the only one having this line, this angle on my head, right? I'm looking at other people when I'm with other people. But all the other people are normally looking down on that smartphone. Can this please stop now? Can we take back our freedom? Now, I don't want to judge anyone. I really don't want you to think that I'm preaching and I know it all, because I don't. I'm just saying, please try to be in charge of how you use that smartphone. It should never be in charge of you. And I feel that's the case with many people now. So what I realized, my experiences with after I have this very limited smartphone use, I am much more present in the moment. It's like I absorb things around me in a better way. My stress level has gone way down. And I feel I see things in a much more positive light. And also I've noticed that I don't wake up during the night. I sleep better, and I wake up, I feel more rested when I wake up in the morning. And I was not one of those who was, checking emails and so on before I went to sleep. But still, I feel much more, I feel much better in the morning now. yeah. Okay, so again, I don't want to preach here. I don't want to say do this or don't do that, but please consider this at least. And if you're a parent, please also remember one thing, which you already know. Our kids, they don't do what we say. They do as we do. Okay, that's my talk for today. I hope to see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.